Welcome back. We are now joined by Coach D.G. Sherrill of the Bowling Green Purples. Coach, thank you for stopping by.
Good to see you. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Me first.
How are you, Coach?
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Well, Coach, you guys 15-11 right now, I believe, but you've won 5 in a row. So right now, you guys, ever since that Warren Central loss, you're really starting to turn things up. What was it after that game? You guys really seem to have clicked.
Well, I mean, Warren Central really got after us that second time and beat us up pretty good. And it gave us a lot of things to work on. And, we had some games on our schedule. We just had to get in the gym and so many little things we had to be better at that we weren't good at early. And I feel like we're getting better at some things. We just hope our season doesn't run out on us.
Is there anything else that you can do to make this 14th district any more exciting this season?
Well, it's questions always come up about draws and seedings and those kind of things. And why would you ever do that? I mean, in this district, look at Warren East this year, what they're doing. I mean, they're a lot of people's number one, rightfully so. Warren Central is right there like they are every year, really good. And the crazy thing about it is you look at South Warren, even a Greenwood, you put them in another district and they're in a regional tournament. I mean, there's 5 quality teams here, and so it makes for interesting and fun basketball. But my goodness, it sure is hard on us coaches.
Now, I know a lot of people are talking about the big game tomorrow night. You guys are going to Warren East. You guys have been in a lot of these big games before. It's nothing new to you. But for Warren East, they may not have been in big games like this the last couple of years. I mean, this year they've really come on strong. Does that sort of give your team an advantage in some sort of way? You're used to this kind of big game?
No, I don't think so. I've watched Warren East play a lot, and those kids don't get shook up about anything. People ask me about Warren East a lot because of the year they're having, and I just tell people they're solid in all facets of the game. They shoot it well, they rebound well, they're athletic, they guard you. You look at Coach Simpson over there, I don't think he breaks a sweat. He's a cool customer. His kids play. They do everything that he asks them to do. He's done a great job with his team, and his kids just go play. And so big atmosphere, whatever you might put them in, I don't think those kids will get shook up at all. They'll be ready to play.
And really, the scenario is Bowling Green wins. It's a 3-way tie. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, Central still has to beat Greenwood as well. So there's 2 games tomorrow night that really matter. But if we win, it's a 3-way tie. If we lose, we play Warren Central first round of the district. East gets the #1 seed. So, just like last year, the way Greenwood played, Warren East has done that this year. They've put themselves in a great position, and they've earned it. They've swept Warren Central, which is, is really a tough task. So they're right there, and the ball's kind of in our court. We got to go win a basketball game. If we win, East is still tied for #1 seed. We all go over and draw numbers out of a hat. So it's interesting.
I gotta imagine you guys are feeling pretty confident. Not only have you won 5 in a row, when you played East the first time, I mean, you beat them pretty good. Can you look at it? Can you take that tape and use things from that game, or is it almost this is kind of going to be a brand new game?
I mean, you can look at the tape for personnel things, ways to tweak stuff against their personnel, but we're going to get a different Warren East basketball team. We're playing at their place. They shoot it so much better there than they do anywhere else, and they shoot it well on the road, so that tells you what they do there. We're going to get a standing room only crowd. They're playing for something that they haven't had an opportunity to play for in quite a while. And there's such great history there, and there's so much great tradition at Warren East basketball that they'll be out there, and you'll see those old Letterman's jackets, and those people be fired up, and rightfully so. They've got a reason to be fired up. So we've got our hands full, and we realize it.
Coach, your season this year is kind of prepared you for this kind of atmosphere because you've played a really tough schedule. And I know your record's 15-11. Probably could have been a lot better had you taken another route as far as scheduling goes. But your guys, on the same token, are not – I mean, they're used to the big games. They're used to playing tough competition. Owensboro comes in 4-2 in their district, and Owensboro, a real good team out of the 3rd region. You guys did very well against them.
Yeah, we've beat some good teams here lately. We know that. We're playing better basketball as of late. But, and we've been in some big games, but I think all bets are off in this game. I think it's just the quality of team East has and how hard they play and how well they shoot it. They're going to have a look in their eye. They want to win this basketball game. Our guys, they know what they're up against, and they know what's at stake for them. And, you can win the game, and you can still play East. You can still play Central. You can still get the #1 seed and play the winner of that 4-5. It doesn't matter. If we win the game, we'll still probably get a really tough first-round game. So it's just you got to go play now, and that's what the 14th is about.
It always seems like the 14th is about that. I mean, for the years that we've covered it, this year though, Coach, I mean, is it about matchups in this high school?
Yeah.
I mean, because look at East versus Central, East versus Bowling Green. Is it a mental thing?
It's high school basketball. One team's strengths is another team's weaknesses. Because we have high school kids, you can't be, there's always going to be a weakness. And if the other team, your weakness is their strength, then you can exploit things.
Yeah.
And, what we have seen with our Central games this year is they've exploited our weaknesses. And if we have to face them or get to face them again, then we're going to have to try to negate some of our weaknesses. We were able to exploit some things at the East the first time. I think that, Coach Simpson's watched the film. He's figured it out. In their games since then, the things that we were able to exploit, I say they buttoned them up, and they'll be ready to go. So I'm expecting a real war out there tomorrow night.
It's going to be great.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Coach.
appreciate it.
Stay tuned. We're going to wrap things up when we come back. You're watching the Sports Connection.